Welcome back, CSC 103, to exercise 8A, Patrick Technology using CapCut, part 3. And we're going to get started making our video. Now, before you get started, you could go to Documents and Resources. This is Documents and Resources, and you're going to go to Handouts and go down to Unit 7. And it's exercise 8 for Unit 7. Now, this is, in my view, I still have something hidden right now, but you're going to go here. This is still the old Wii Video stuff, but either way, you're going to have something like this. This doesn't matter whether you're using Wii Video or CapCut. There's a zip file here where you can go and basically save link as and download it wherever you want. Now, I have a 1 there because I already downloaded it, but it's going to be a zip file. If you know how to unzip a zip file, it shouldn't be a problem. Download it to your hard drive somewhere, put it in your downloads, anywhere you want, and then just unzip it. On a Mac, you just have to double click on it. But sometimes you have to do extract on Windows, and I think I have a video about that. Or look at the older video I have for that. But either way, if you don't even want to do that, if you're like, that's too scary, unzipping a file, then you can go to Google Drive, and I have the files right here, and you could just download them one at a time. So this is Patrick one. You could just go over here to Dots and say download, and it'll be this is Patrick. And you could go to Patrick Technology and go to here and say download, and download Patrick Technology. So for this first one, you're only doing 4. You could do all of them, and then you'll have them all. And then there's Patrick Phone, and you could go here, and you could download that one, and then go to Closing Credits. And you could go there and download that one, and they'll all be in my downloads. Or you could download all of them. It's easier to do that too. This should be open up. You should be able to get all of those. So get those files because you're going to want to use those files when you get into CapCut. So when I go into CapCut now, I'm going to make a new video. And I'll just go blank canvas, and I'll give it a name up here where it says Untitled Project. I'll just call it 8A. And you could put dash, and I'll call it Patrick Technology. If you want to put your initials, you could do that. And just hit enter. And now I don't have anything here yet, and that's going to be in media. So you could go to your downloads, find your downloads. Let me go to downloads. And there's downloads, and here's a bunch of them. Now they have 1s in them because I think I downloaded them before, but there's 4 of them right here. And there's Closing Credits, there's Patrick Phone, Patrick Technology. Remember, the MP4s are videos, and they have audio in them, and waves are just audio. So I can grab all 4 if I want and just drag them, however you select them, or one at a time, and just drag them into this cloud here. Just drag them over here, or drag them into Project. Either way, they'll get in there. Let me go over. Actually, let me go here to Project, and I'll go back here, and I'll drag these in. That's actually better. Go to Project. Matter of fact, do that. Go to Project and leave them go here. Let go of the file. It's even telling me to do that. And there they are. So they're all ready for my project. That's actually better than doing cloud, so do that. Go to Project tab, drag them in there. So there they are. Go to Project, drag them in there. And you have nothing in here yet. But what we're going to do is drag in Patrick Phone first. You just drag it down here. It's going to be the first video. And then drag in Patrick Technology. It'll be the second video. Now what we're going to do next is insert a little intro area. And you could just use a blank screen, or we could put in stock video. We'll put in stock video. Now it's important that you drag your playhead to the beginning before you do anything. And I'm going to go to stock video, and I'll just search for ocean. And I'll hit enter. And this is where I found this little ocean thing, and I'll throw that in there. And the best way to get it in there is, instead of trying to drag, because it tries to add it on top or it replaces things, leave your playhead here at the beginning, and then just go here and just click. And it'll put it right in front of the other 2. And you could have also put your other ones in there as well. So we have this little clip of ocean. We have Patrick Phone, and then we have Patrick Technology. Now we can shorten this. This doesn't have to be so long. Right now it's 11:28. We can shorten this to about 3 seconds, and you could look on here and get it to about 3 seconds. And I think there's places where you could look at the properties of that clip, although I can see 0.03 right here when you just kind of hover over it. So that's 3 seconds. And then another thing we could do is go back to media. You could throw in that this is Patrick. Now you could just click on it, and it'll go on a special kind of area of the timeline, and I'll move it down so it comes in about the middle of that. And then we're just going to put some text over top of this. Now, one easy way to put text over top of this is just go to text, And I used this last time, and there's all kinds of stuff here. You know, you could have this is Patrick, and it's already animated. They have all this stock stuff here, and you could just do something very basic as well. Whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do this for now. Funniest moment. I'll just click on that. Now, it adds it up here, and you can see it basically ends when that clip ends, and I'm going to do that. Now, I'll make it larger and make funniest moment bigger. And they have it grouped and stuff, so you'll have to do some other things to kind of move it. Now I'm moving side by side here to move this thing out of the way, and I'll just double click in here. Now you can go right here where it says funniest, highlight and say Patrick, and then where it says moment I'll just put technology. I could leave it, and I could even make it smaller, the technology part, I believe. Let me just highlight this. There's Patrick. Now it doesn't have a percentage here, but there is a size, so I'm going to go down here and make it like 12, make it like 11. So it's about the width of the other one. I don't know if you can move these. I think they're kind of grouped together, and I haven't experimented too much with these little groups yet, but I'll do it like that, and that's fine. And you can even put like end technology if you want to do something like this. End technology. I don't know if you could do 10.5 here. I don't know if they let you put in, I guess they don't. So I'd have to put in something like 9, like that. That's fine. And I'll click on this, and I could even scale this way and make it nice and big, kind of fill up the screen. Now you can see when this clip went in here, it's not filling up the screen. So actually let me go on this clip and make it larger so it fills up the screen. So it's kind of cropped off, and there's kind of more ocean to it. And then I'll grab the Patrick part, kind of move this down here, and that's fine. And I don't know if it's animated or anything yet. I'm just going to move here, and I'll just hit play. It looks like it already has a built-in animation. That's fine. And it's saying, this is Patrick. I don't have to play that for you. It is saying, this is Patrick. So the this is Patrick you'll hear if you're using your earbuds or anything like that. Now, I didn't do a transition from here to here, and I don't know if it's really necessary. The water's moving in that direction. But if you want to put a transition between these two clips, this is the phone one, this is the technology one. If you want to use a transition, you could go down here and click on transitions and use anything you want. Try something out. I think I used CW swirl last time, and drag it right on top of both. And that's it. And then you'll see a little transition like that. And that's fine. And then at the end, for the last thing, and you can see there's not a lot to do here. Transition, a little bit of text. And you could certainly do something to animate it in, but it's already animated, so I'm just going to let it go. There it is. That's all you have to do to hit play. And if you ever have an issue here where you're having problems and it just doesn't seem like it's reacting, just refresh it. And it might lose something that you just did, but just go back and refresh it. So it seems to kind of clear things out sometimes. So anyway, that's my beginning. It says, this is Patrick. And then it starts off, and now there's already audio in here, so you should be hearing that transition. And just to finish this off in the next video, I'll do the closing credits as part 4. So in part 4, I'll just finish off with the closing credits, and then we'll do one more video where we'll make an animation video of Patrick kind of moving left to right on screen. Again, it's the same thing we used to do in the past in WeVideo. I'm just trying it in CapCut. So coming up in part 4, the closing credits, and then showing you how to export it and share your link.